I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. As low pressure moves across the northern plains, thunderstorms are possible through tomorrow, mostly during the late afternoon and evening. Storms could be severe. The higher slight risk late today is over central Nebraska and extreme north central Kansas. The main threats including golf ball size hail and wind gust over 60. Central Nebraska once again in the slight risk late tomorrow with the severe threats of hail the size of ping pong balls and wind gust over 60. Temperatures tomorrow, once again, slightly warmer than normal. Most of Nebraska's highs up around 80. Highs in southwest Nebraska and northern Kansas in the 80s. Behind a cold front, rain chances decrease over the central and west for Saturday, while the main severe threat moves into the east. Total rainfall between now and Sunday morning in most of central and eastern Nebraska should range from a half inch to an inch and a quarter, lighter amounts farther to the south and west. Dry weather takes hold for Sunday through Wednesday. Highs warm from the mid-70s to the low 80s for the weekend to widespread highs in the 80s for next week. In the long-term forecast, warmer than normal temperatures are predicted Tuesday through the first 4 days of October in Nebraska and Kansas. Near normal rainfall is indicated for Nebraska and Kansas the middle portion of next week. That's before a trend of slightly above normal rainfall late next week through October 4th. The latest regional drought monitor shows Nebraska dropped a percentage point to 31% drought-free. Drought-free to abnormally dry locations found in the southwest to the Panhandle and much of the north central, and most of eastern Nebraska, continuing with moderate to severe drought. Extreme to exceptional drought coverage increased a percentage point to 15% of Nebraska and includes east central locations along and east of a line from Norfolk to Fullerton, Grand Island, Hastings, and Red Cloud. Kansas increased a percentage point to 19% drought-free. It's drought-free to abnormally dry in much of the west, south central, and the northeast corner of Kansas. The large majority of Kansas continues to be in moderate to severe drought. Coverage of extreme to exceptional drought increased a percentage point to 22% of Kansas and includes pockets from Stockton to Beloit, southward to Russell and Lincoln, as well as east central Kansas locations along and south of a line from Lyons to Council Grove. Key weather factors driving the markets include heavy rain chances in the nation's midsection and good planting weather for most of South America. A complex and slow-moving weather system over the nation's midsection maintains unsettled weather. Strong to locally severe thunderstorms could result in 5-day rainfall reaching 1 to 3 inches or more from the northern plains into the Mississippi Valley. Dry weather prevails in several areas, including much of the eastern Corn Belt and an area from central and southern California to the southern half of the plains. Summer-like heat lingers across much of the deep south, especially in Texas. In southern Brazil, occasional rain continues through next week before moving northward late next week. Rio Grande do Sul could see additional flooding. Brazil's early soybean and full-season corn planting, though, should continue to go well. Rainfall farther north in Brazil may start the west season rains, which would be on time. Towards Argentina, areas of rain stick around through next week, while southern Argentina may get some rain tomorrow through Monday. Recent and upcoming rain in Argentina continues to improve the soil moisture for winter wheat and early corn planting. I'm Paul Perkins. That's a check of your ag weather.